Welcome back to the channel, folks. Today we are cutting down our second crop, alfalfa crop here. Cut it down with the Case IH 150 maximum with the DC 133 Case IH discipline. Getting this crop cut down. It's a little overripe, more overripe than we would have liked it. It's like 37 days, somewhere in there. We like to cut it at 28 days, so it's a little on the overripe side because it's been raining every so many days. So getting it cut down here finally, so it's blooming a little bit. It's got some height to it. It's all laid kind of over. If you take the crop and stand it all back up, it's over waist high. So there's a lot of crop out here. We just got to get it cut down. So let's finish cutting this crop down. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Cutting down second crop hay. It's cutting down real nice. I'm actually amazed at how well this discipline actually cuts down the hay, being as flat as it is, as down as the crop is, because it's over waist high when you stand the crop back up, but it's laid down quite a bit. It's only about a foot tall right now, so it's laid pretty tight on the ground. And it's cutting it off perfect. See how the ground's like green here underneath? That's water grass trying to grow. So when we go to spray the bugs spray on, we're just going to put a little bit of grass herbicide on it, the same grass herbicide that you use to kill corn and soybeans. You can also spray that on your alfalfa fields to kill all the grass that's trying to grow in it, we found out. So every year when we go to spray for bugs for third crop, we spray it for grass too, so that way it kills off all the grass that's trying to grow underneath, so that way you got a nice clean third and fourth crop. As long as when you spray third crop, for third crop, it kills off all that grass and it'll stay dead for the rest of the year. That stuff gets growing in second crop hay, which is now, it gets growing, and then in third crop it seeds out and makes all the seeds. So if you kill it before it seeds out, you get it all dead, and then it won't reproduce for third and fourth crop as long as you get it all sprayed dead. So hopefully that helps you folks that make hay out there and you're wondering how to kill the grass out of it. If it's not Roundup Ready hay, like this isn't either. If you got Roundup Ready hay, you could just spray a Roundup, but this is non-Roundup Ready hay, so this is the way we gotta kill the grass. And it works really good to help keep your stand-up alfalfa growing longer, we found out too. Got quite a bit of this field done now. Now I'm laying it out wider for baling high moisture. Laying it out about a foot wider probably, or maybe more than that. That's probably a couple feet wider windrow. That way it dries better for high moisture. That's the plan. Bale some of it for high moisture. Lay the stuff that we're gonna either round bale or big square bale for high moisture out a little wider so it dries better. Well, we'd like to get it around down to 40% if we can, or a little less if possible. Some guys like to say 40 to 60% moisture for high moisture. My dad likes to be anywhere from 25 to 40% moisture for high moisture hay, because it just seems like it keeps better. It's not quite as wet. You can feed them all winter long then. The problem with the super high moisture stuff, the 40 to 60% range, the stuff that's like 60%, the problem with that stuff is just how wet it is. It's going to freeze rock hard in the winter time when we get down to sub-zero temperatures here in northeast Iowa, so we like to keep it a little on the drier side for high moisture, because then you could feed them all winter long better. Otherwise they just freeze so hard. This way they don't freeze very hard. Still cutting the same speed. A few more passes here, I'll be into the new seeding. This is still the 2-year-old stand. 2 years of full crop years. This is the first full crop year off of this field. So technically the new seeding is 2 years old and this is 3 years old. If you count the seeding year. Cutting the last full pass. I can't quite catch it all, so I just pulled it over to the one side here. That way I can actually get it all here. Maybe I can get it all now. Just to give her a try. Still don't think I'm getting it all. Don't look like it. Still leaving that little trail. There we're to the end. You may ask, what do you do to get that last little bit that it was missing? Well, you just take the disc line, you run it real slow. Like real slow. Like half PTO speed. And then you just cut it off and just let it pick up the hay a second time and throw it into the windrow. Found out if you run it just real slow, about 500-600 PTO RPM. Does a real nice job of just cutting it off, putting it in a windrow. Doesn't turn it into silage that way. Go back the other direction. See, we're running 570 PTO RPM. So it just slowly cuts it off. And we're just going about 3 miles an hour, cutting it off real slow. Last pass takes the longest when it's this little sliver, but guess what? It doesn't chew it up as bad if you run it real slow. Got this field all cut. 28 acres of second crop hay is laid on the ground. All we got left is 12 acres down the road. I don't know if I'm going to finish cutting that yet tonight or if we're going to cut that tomorrow. I'll have to figure out from the boss man. 150's doing a really nice job cutting down the hay with the disc vine. Missed a little bit here. I'll clip that off and then that'll be gone. And then the whole field's cut. So let's head home. Okay folks, we're in the next field. Let's start up the disc vine here. Start cutting the next field. Okay, let's put the brake on. Now let's go over to our auto steer and find our auto steer line. No, that's not the line I want. Now I gotta go here, list. Now I gotta figure out which one of these it is. There we are. Mowing hay with the auto steer right along the corn now. I found the correct AB line, and I renamed it South 30 East West. So that way, you don't have to keep finding the paper to know which AB line goes where. You just click the AB line. Because you know exactly what field it goes to, because when you put the name on it, you know exactly what field and which direction the AB line goes. Only got one thing to mow around down here in this field. Powering pole. The rest of the field is perfect. Back to cutting around the backward way now. You go one way and then you go back around the opposite way. When you cut the opposite way, it helps pick up what you drove over. When you go around the backwards way, it gets underneath of it and picks it back up. So I'm doing that with the auto steer. Now I got to turn around the corner by hand and do the fence line. I almost forgot to give you guys an update here, so I thought I'd give you an update on cutting the last couple passes here. People ask, how fast can this thing actually cut hay? So let's show you guys that it can cut faster than I normally do. This is normal speed, 8.4. Let's give it a gear. That's 10.7. Still cutting good. Let's give it another gear. That's 12. That's 15. Yes, it will cut 15 miles an hour, folks. Slow down for the end. There we are. Second crop hay is all cut. Well, there we go, folks. 2026 second crop is officially all cut down. Right or wrong, it's all cut. Sounds like it's supposed to be dry for 2 days, so that'll be long enough to get it dried and chopped, and either chopped or high moisture baled for the stuff that don't fit in the silo. Got this 12 acres cut and 28 acres up there on the other field, so it's all cut. We'll have 60 acres of hay next crop. We got 40 this crop, so we'll gain 20 acres next crop. So thanks for watching, and don't give up farming, folks. Check out my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok page. All links in the description of this video. and merch available if you're interested. Shirts, hats, stickers, can koozies, all kinds of random stuff on the internet. So check it out if you're interested in all that stuff. Time to head her home. Flip on our flashing lights. And then go back to the narrow corn rows. Or the narrow tight spot. Without running over any corn. Is the goal. Looks like I gotta take the disc end and swing it over that way a little bit more. No, I went too far. That should get me there. It's tight, but it fits. Head down the road and put off my butt on the road, I guess. Try not to leave all the mud on the road, but off the road now, heading back home. The new seating's coming back super nice. After we took that oats off, it's coming back amazing. The new seating looks nice under there. This corn over here is looking amazing too. For as wet as it is, the corn looks actually pretty good. There's just a few yellow spots right by the road is all. Of course, the yellow spots are right by the road, never fails. Can't not have yellow spots by the road. They're either drought spots or they're wet spots. One of the two, or compaction. One of the three, I guess. Usually, they play together. Usually, drought and stress spots are usually caused by compaction, and the compaction and wet spots usually cause yellow spots. So they both do this. Compaction causes lots of problems in corn all the time. Like right here by the pumpkin patch. That ground is wet and compacted, so it's short. There's the pumpkin patch right here. There's the little 3-acre patch of oats that's got steamrolled by the wind. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Drive it in the shed here. For tonight, and we'll wash it tomorrow. Looks like we're in far enough. Tractor in park and shut her down.